Good day, welcome to another episode of what has been trending within the last 24 hours in Nigeria. My name is Angelo, your anchor. What is this country turning into? I don't know what the country is turning into because every day we have lots of bothering issues, especially in the political system. Lots of issues that have been bothering to families, the government, and so on and so forth. What is the country turning into? I don't understand. Are we practicing democracy or dictatorship? Do you know why I'm saying this? Okay, now, President Bola Ahmed Tinibu has, or let me know if you say has ordered, President Bola Ahmed Tinibu ordered the arrest of former governor of Zamfara State, Senator Abdulaziz Yari. Do you know why? Because he refused to answer his call. Who does that? He ordered the arrest of a former senator, of a former governor, now a senator, because he refused to pick his calls. Seriously? Okay, listen to the details. Now, officers of the Directorate of the State Security, also known as the State Security Service, DSS, arrested Senator Abdulaziz Yari on Thursday morning. Now, the former governor of Zamfara State was arrested because he was allegedly ignoring the calls of Bola Asiwaju Ahmed Tinibu. Why? Who does that? Who arrests somebody because he refused to pick your call? Now, listen to more details. The senator spent 2 nights languishing in the dungeon of Nigeria's iron-fisted State Security Service, as reported by People's Gazette. Now, 2 unnamed officials exposed this and said that the arrest followed ignorance of multiple calls to Abdulaziz Yari's phone by President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu throughout last month over the issues of the Senate presidency. More details. One senior officer and a state house aide told the Gazette, although in an anonymous mode, in separate disclosures on Friday, that the DSS arrested Yari on Thursday morning, as I told you before. Now, in the morning, after the arrest, he was detained, and it was thought that it was going to be something of 24 hours and so on. But up till date, Yari is still in the custody of the DSS. Now, he said the reason for the arrest was for Abdulaziz Yari thinking that the president was a joke. Can you imagine? That he was arrested because he thought that the president was a joke. How did he say that? Now listen. As one official put it, that was how the official put it. Now, both officers that gave us this particular news pleaded anonymity. They pleaded to be kept anonymous because they wanted to bounce the backlash from President Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Now, because he has seemed to them, he has seemed to not only be a president, now he has seemed to be shaping up into a ruthless and vindictive leader after just barely 5 weeks in office. That was what these 2 officers said. 2 officers that are working with the president have started complaining. That is what we have been avoiding. Now listen. Further revelations showed that the senator's phones were confiscated and collected from him. Why? Forcefully. And he may be spending days, if not weeks, in custody if care is not taken. Nigerians. How did we get here? How did we get here? Alright, well, that is that. I hope all this thing comes to an end sooner, because we can't wait for all these things to come to an end. That is how it's supposed to be. That is that on that particular update. Still on the APC, a Nollywood veteran actress, one Mrs. Ronke Oshodi, has decided to recount how she felt remorseful, embarrassed, and regretful being actively involved in voting and campaigning for the ruling party, All Progressive Congress. Now, she felt remorseful and embarrassed and even regretful because of the incident of the NSAS that took place at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, and then other occurrences that have unfolded throughout the course of all the times that the APC has been in government, even recently. So this woman has come out to say that she regrets voting the APC before, which made her change her mind this time around in the elections, and even now she regrets that the APC is still in power because of all what they have been doing. So without wasting much of your time, let me let you watch the video where Mrs. Ronke Oshodi, she's an actress, so you would know her, where she said that she regretted voting the APC both in Lagos and as Nigeria's president. Stay tuned. More details when we come back.
I feel APC is going to take Nigeria to the next level. That's how I felt. So even while we were campaigning for them, well, I didn't collect much. You understand? I'm not looking at the money. I'm looking at later what's going to happen later. You understand? All what they have been doing, I was thinking, okay, 8 years cannot fix Nigeria. We all know that. But when that answers of the thing came up, I was so down. I was really, really down. I was so down. Our governor is saying 3 things at the same time. 3 things. Does that make any sense to you? I'm not sorry to say this. I will say it anywhere. 3 things. Come on now. If they said they didn't kill anybody. Yes, let's agree you didn't kill anybody. You killed 1 person. And if 1 person died, 50 people has died with that person. The people that 1 person is feeding, the parents, siblings, before they get themselves back, or before they are back on their foot, it may be maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years later. You understand? It's a thing of the mind. That's one. Secondly, so many injuries. So many. I see some guys, they cannot use their leg again. Some, they cut their leg. Some, you see, someone said there is a bullet in. So many. And you are telling me you don't kill them. Does that make any sense to you? I was really, I would not say I'm mad. I'm not mad, but I was really down. I regretted working for them. For that alone.
All right, welcome back. You've heard it all from the actress there, Ronke Oshodi. Well, you've heard it yourself, because I don't know what she was thinking while she voted APC, but those were her reasons then, but I think she knows better now. I think you're wiser now. You know why and who you should vote, and I think you should better vote for competence and vote for personality, not party. Okay, Nigerians have outgrown partisan politics or party politics, and they now vote for personality. And you've seen it. The APC are not repentant of whatever they've done, because with the recent arrest of former Governor Abdulaziz Yari just for not picking a president's call. That means I can tell you that we are up for doom. Seriously, because I don't know where we are going to with all this, okay? Please, I don't know who needs to hear this, but Nigerians should talk about this, because we're tired of all this. How can you arrest somebody because he didn't pick your calls, and then somebody here is complaining that she regrets voting the APC into power? Well, that is that. I hope time tells how we would know better, and time brings us to a better platform. That is that on that particular update. Now, lastly, former Governor Ahmad Sani Yerima of Zamfara State, the same governor who was once, not that he was even accused, who once married a 14 or 15-year-old little girl as his wife, has finally come under scrutiny. Now, the now senator came on air to allegedly defend himself over different names that people addressed him as at then and even now, over his alleged, I will call it, infant matrimony to this 15 or 14-year-old little girl then from Niger. And most Nigerians, because of that, termed this particular marriage as child abuse. Okay, so he even came out on national TV to defend himself. Can you imagine? So I brought you this particular interview, which happened yesterday at night with Sheun Akimboleye of Channels Television. So let me give you the brief cutaway from that interview where the now senator, former governor of Zamfara State, Ahmad Sani Yerima, was trying to defend himself for marrying a 15, even telling us that she is now doing her master's degree and so on, while you married her as a little girl. Okay, that means we can also term you to practice pedophilia somehow, because you can't. no matter what happens, nobody marries a 15-year or 14-year-old girl, all right? So listen to this particular interview with Governor Asani Ahmad Yerima.
Did you hear what name you were being called at the time?
What name?
The man who marries of children.
Well, it's many names. When I remove the hand of a thief, they call me a butcher of the butcher of Zamfara. So many names can be called. So long as I did everything that I'm doing within the law, I don't care about anybody's.
You are familiar with the VAP Act now?
Which act?
The VAP Act, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, and what some other laws relating to young children.
Is passed by who?
It's the federal law. It's an act of the parliament.
Whatever act is passed at the National Assembly has to be domesticated by the state assemblies. And once they have not done that, it's no longer a law. Passenger tried to smuggle the Child Right Act. He passed it at the National Assembly through some manipulations. But no, I don't think any state in the north domesticated it and passed it.
You think it was that Child Right Act was about you?
You just wanted to solve the problem but it was unconstitutional. If that law is challenged at the court, at the Supreme Court, it will be.
You don't think a child has the right under the law to education?
Marriage cannot stop education. How many married women are in education now?
The woman you married at that age, is she very educated now?
Yes.
To what extent?
She's doing her master's degree now. I told you my own daughter, who was married at 16, is doing her PhD.
That's 16, not 14.
16, 14 is the same thing. They are talking about 18.
Because, these are issues that a lot of advocates think that is a deprivation of their fundamental right.
That is if you don't allow them to continue with their education. But marriage does not stop people from getting educated. Passenger at 84, he went to university to do his PhD. So age is not, a factor in education.
And you're not bothered about the enjoyment of the child's quiet life as a child. That's youthful, that's childhood.
You see, definition
childhood. You remember your childhood days, don't you?
Yes, definition of childhood, I said, in that form, is unconstitutional. The Constitution of Nigeria does not have anything to do with age. You just have to define who is a child, who is an adult.
All right, I'm all said and done. You've heard it there from all our updates, and you listened to what he was saying there. Well, Sheun was trying to put it to him that he was wrong by marrying that little girl, but the former governor, now senator, refused to listen to whatever was being said. Well, that has passed and nothing was done about it. That is the country we find ourselves in. Okay, that's the country we find ourselves in. We hope things get better with time. Thank you so much for staying glued with us. Thank you for staying tuned with us also. And I urge our viewers, both old and new, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to also share this video to people outside Nigeria and inside Nigeria with you. Don't also forget to tap the subscribe button, tap the notification bell too, and also watch till the end and drop a comment for us in the comment section. These things are very important because YouTube uses these actions to make our videos go viral. Stay tuned with us for more details. See you next time. Bye.